It's Wednesday, November the 16th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today evening update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. We begin with news that the island's two teachers' unions have put the Minister Stuart administration on notice that there will be no retreat, no surrender in their fight to have the docked pay of its members restored. The Barbados Union of Teachers and the Barbados Secondary Teachers Union called out their members to separate general meetings this afternoon, at which they took tough positions as they did not rule out strike action. President of the BUT, Pedro Shepherd, said after today's meeting that his union was prepared to do whatever was necessary to represent teachers on a number of outstanding matters that also included appointment of teachers and payment for the school-based assessment program.
While this meeting did not have the presence of the full executive of the BSTU, we had a representative in the General Secretary of BSTU here at this meeting, and we also had a member of our executive at the BSTU meeting. Both of them would have spoken to the membership, and this seems to be the way forward from here, where both unions are now going to collaborate on these issues in an effort to have a resolution.
Meanwhile, the BSTU President Mary Redmond warned the government it will not be intimidated by any threats of docking the pay of any of the 180 teachers who attended today's meeting. A number of resolutions were passed for submission to the ministry. In a circular dated today's date, the ministry said it had not given permission to the teachers to attend the meetings.
Ministry of Education has been recalcitrant in how they have not dealt with our grievance, and it is now at the level of the PS of the civil service. 6 weeks we have been waiting for a date to have our grievance heard, and that is in contravention of the law. So the ministry cannot, when it suits it, quote law and claim that they're acting on the law, as in docking of people's pay, and then when it suits them, they totally ignore the law.
When contacted after the meetings, Chief Education Officer Karen Best told Barbados Today she could not say what impact the call-out had on classes because she was attending ministry meetings for much of the day. Describing the go-slow instituted by the National Union of Public Workers at the ports of entry as a subtle attempt at blackmailing the government, Prime Minister Stuart this morning again warned of the possible introduction of legislation to counter a perceived strong-arm approach to industrial relations processes now adopted by the union. The action, which started last weekend, is aimed at forcing government to reinstate Akani McDowell to the senior acting position from where he was removed within the Ministry of Health. Speaking to reporters after completing a visit to the St. Bartholomew's Primary School, the Prime Minister questioned the NUPW's decision to take industrial action when negotiations were ongoing with the Public Service Commission.
The new approach to industrial relations in Barbados is going to be that you institute industrial action and then talk, rather than talk and then institute industrial action. We may have to go back to the drawing board to see whether the mechanisms we have in place for the management of our industrial relations are suited to this new culture.
Barbadians will be required to pay 20 cents per plastic bag when they shop at some of the island's leading supermarkets and retail stores from May the 1st next year. The move, which is being spearheaded by ice cream manufacturer Bico Limited and the Future Center Trust, is an effort to reduce the heavy use of plastic bags, which is said to be in excess of 100 million annually. Making the announcement this morning at a media conference at Bico's Harbour Road St. Michael headquarters, Public Relations Officer of the Future Center Trust, Cammy Holder, said if left to him, the price residents would be charged would be $1 instead of 20 cents per plastic bag. Holder said that styrofoam containers, plastic straws, and plastic bags are a menace to society.
With the high incidence of cancers in Barbados, we need to look at all of these things in terms of how we consume because there's also a bad practice where persons are heating food and plastic containers or even styrofoam containers. And the polystyrene has been linked as it relates to being a hormone disruptor. Now, we also have to turn our attention to such things as plastic straws.
In sports now, West Indies bowlers led by Jason Holder and Ashley Nurse defended 227 on a deteriorating Harare pitch to register a bonus point win, their first against Sri Lanka at a neutral venue since 1999. West Indies may not have had as much had it not been for enterprising cameos from Jonathan Carter and debutant Rovman Powell. Holder set the tone with a sensational opening spell of swing bowling in which he picked up 2 wickets and conceded 12 in 5 overs. Coach Roddy Estwick attributes the victory partly to high morale among the players.
Well, it shows that once you plan right, once you stick to your game plans, you've obviously got a chance. And once the spirit in the camp is good as well, that also makes life a lot easier. And we did those 2 things very, very well today. We never panicked at no stage at all, even though we were a lot slower than we would like. We were looking for 250. Haven't looked at the pitch and haven't been asked about first, but we stuck with it. You know, young Shea Hope played well, young Jonathan Carter played well, and Rodman Powell was exceptional. I thought he really gave the innings a major impetus, and those are the things you're looking for young players to hold their hand up and come to the party.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Get your paper. Only 225, 220. Who? For what? That's Bear Stare News. I don't read about that from Barbados today since last night. That can't only can't do. 220. Who?
The Barbados Today, news you can trust.
This Christmas will be the best Belgian Christmas for we. Maisie, it is all because Republic Bank just like Santa Claus. Maisie fix up the kitchen and a new TV we getting. A special time to commemorate. Republic will help you celebrate.
Get ready to celebrate 50 years of independence right through to the best Bajan Christmas ever with a Make It Happen loan of up to $50,000 from Republic Bank. Give your home a good old Bajan spooser, buy some new furniture and appliances, or take an after-holiday trip to visit loved ones over and away. You could also be one of our lucky winners to share in fabulous prizes. Just visit any branch to apply. Go to republicbarbados.com or call us at 227-2700. We're also available via Skype and FaceTime. Special conditions apply.
In Bajan style, it will be great with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're back with news from the region now. Jamaican entertainer Sakatoro Alcott, also known as Jarcure, pleaded not guilty when he appeared in court in the Bahamas yesterday after being accused of committing a misdemeanor that stemmed from an argument at the Atlantic's Paradise Island Resort on Sunday. 39-year-old Jarcure appeared before Magistrate Samuel McKinney, along with another Jamaican, Tarif Mason, 25, to face the single charge of fighting in a public place. Another person, Trevor Thompson, 22, a Bahamian national, did not appear in court. The police reported that Jarcure, Thompson, and Mason were at the Atlantic's Resort when a fight broke out. The incident was captured on camera and distributed on social media. Jarcure, who was in the Bahamas for a concert on the weekend, pleaded not guilty to the charge when called on by the magistrate during his arraignment. Jarcure was subsequently discharged, and the matter was adjourned to November 23rd when the case will proceed against Thompson. And on the international scene, Donald Trump's son-in-law and close advisor, Jared Kushner, is at the center of an infighting inside President-elect Trump's transition team, according to multiple sources. Trump, however, tweeted last night that the process was very organized. Former Congressman Mike Rogers said yesterday he parted ways with Trump's transition team, removing an establishment national security voice from the planning process of the next president's cabinet. That's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic evening.